So I have another message for you from from the Bible, and it is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 30, and it reads, "And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption." And so this says a lot. So you have it to where we are sealed by the Holy Spirit for the day of redemption when He calls us. We are also told not to grieve the Holy Spirit. And that's what we're going to focus on today, not grieving the Holy Spirit. So, what does that mean? It means not to upset the Holy Spirit with the way that you live your life. Do not make the Holy Spirit sad or uncomfortable or not being able to be with you or teach you or anything because of the way that you live. There's a story that was told about a couple, and they had a dove that came to stay with them. And the dove would stay with them, and the dove was faithful and would abide. Well, the couple would begin to get into arguments and fuss and fight, and they would argue about the littlest things. They started to notice that every time they would get into an argument, the dove would fly away. Every time they would get into an argument and they would begin to fight, the dove would fly away. And so the husband mentioned it to the wife and said, did you notice that every time we get into a fight or an argument, that certain times of the day, like certain times, like the dove will just leave?" And the wife was like, "Yeah, I did notice that. Like sometimes the dove would just leave." The husband said, "Either we're going to have to change our life so that the dove will stay, or the dove is going to just leave." That dove is supposed to represent the Holy Spirit. The dove represents the Holy Spirit. Now, the only thing that's different as opposed to real life is that the dove never leaves in real life. The dove always stays with you and abides, but it doesn't leave and actually get up and leave. But the dove actually, what it does is it becomes hidden. It becomes like withdrawn because you're grieving it. And so when you're grieving it, it begins to hide itself.